All right, welcome to physics for summer 2013. Here are some of the things we're going to be going through. We'll be bouncing around them as we go through the course tour. So I'll be coming back and forth to this slide. So let's get out of here. So this is our course home, and up here we have our links: course home, course materials, contents, links, assessment, Dropbox and grades, quizzes, things that you need to know about, and communication, discussions, and class lists. Probably one of the most important things is, or a couple important things, is you need to introduce yourself before you can see the assignments. And so what you're going to have to do is go to discussion, open up the introduce yourself right here, and underneath here you got, if you got while we're here, before we do this, is ask your instructor. So if you got a general question about the course, this is where I want you to post it, especially if it's going to help other students. I do not want you to email me, or if it is personal, then definitely email me. Right? Some other we're going to get into today is the video project. You got 3 videos you need to do discussions on, and there's course questions about you don't understand a problem, and this is where you're going to be giving feedback to other students. I'm going to try to stay out of here. Alright, so the first thing is introduce yourself. Is you're going to answer these 3 points: specific goals, how is physics going to contribute to your career goals, and any excitement, challenges, or apprehensions. So what you're going to do, just click on introduce yourself, and you're going to hit compose, and a pop-up is going to show up. Just going to type something in there. You're going to maybe 1 or 2 sentences for each one of those bullets. Introduce myself, and you can subscribe to this, and then afterwards, once you've done that, then you're going to click on the post button, and then once you've done that, there it is, so you can see that. And so what you're going to be able to see now under the content, which you weren't able to see before, is stuff for marks right here. So right here is the stuff for marks, is your assignments. So this is where you're going to get your assignments. So we'll just click on that. And so units 1 and 2 you've done for the orientation, and that's why you're seeing this video. You got units 3 and 4 assignment. If you're going to write the exams before June, you're going to go through here. If not, I'll show you in a second about the dates and stuff. And here's all the assignments. So let's go back a bit. And so while we're here, let's do a couple other things. So outline, you should be going through that. These are the units you're going to be covering. Maybe some software that you might need. This is your marks breakdown, a couple of exams, some discussion, some online quizzes, some assignments, the orientation assignment. Go back to the table of contents. So just give you an idea how each page is roughly set up. So we're just going to go look at one of them. We'll just go look at 2.2. It doesn't matter which one we look at. But each page is, we're going to have some content here on the left, and there'll be some videos that past students have created to help with the course. And on the right, we got some objectives in the textbook, which is, you do not get a hard copy, it's just a PDF. Read these. You're going to ask to watch these videos, and these are the videos that you're going to be using for the discussion items. And so we got some practice problems. Students are always asking for extra practice problems. So right here are some practice problems for you to do, and you'll see right at the end answers. Now, how do you solve these? So what other students have done. So these are practice problems. So go back to table of contents. Course resources. So we were talking about the textbook, about the page. So you go here, the formula sheet you'll get for the exams. And here's the practice problem videos that we were just looking at. And here's, for each unit, there's most of the videos are done, and you can see some of them are not done. So you can just click on one of these and sometimes it'll go take to a YouTube video. Sometimes it will just stay, I'm not too sure. Oh no, YouTube video again. So depending, sometimes they're built right into the course, sometimes they're not. So depending on how the students did them. So there's that. Where else? Table of let's keep going back. Outline, course resources. Here's some stuff to help you with the course, how to post a discussion item, how to upload your assignment, and you probably did that already because of the orientation. How do I book a test? And we're going to explain that here in a second. Actually, why don't we pull that up right now? So tests, I know we're bouncing around here. So tests, I haven't set the tests yet, the exact times and dates, but I'm going to guess July 11th and 12th for the midterm. They'll be for units 1 to 4, and the final exam is going to cover all 9 units. It's going to be 50 multiple choice questions. It's going to be August 6th and 7th, and these are going to be written at John Oliver. What else do we got here? Dropbox. Let's go look at Dropbox. And what you'll notice here is you don't see the next Dropbox. You won't see the next Dropbox until you submit this assignment, and you can see this assignment is going to be due on July 10th. And let me just pause this for a second. I'll get you the rest of the exact dates. So here it is. I'm just going to, so this is, I'm logged in here. So you can see units 5 and 6 are due on July 22nd, 7 and 8 July 29th, and the last unit is due on August 9th. You'll see these bonus assignments. We will deal with these probably after the midterm if you're interested in that, but we won't deal with that in this video. Okay, so the other thing, so you got that. Then if you want to see your grades, and this is roughly more than likely how you should be going through the course. So we've got some online quizzes which I'm going to show you about in a second. This is your assignment, midterm mark, monthly self-assessment, and you got 2 of those, one for July and one for August, and I'll show you those in a second. So as we're going through the course, the marks should be you should be getting marks down here. All right, and if you miss something, then you need to contact me, find out what's going on. So let's go look at quizzes. There's 3 types of quizzes. And monthly self-assessment, so that's open between now and July 31st. This will take you 2 or 3 minutes to do, and it just basically tells me how you're doing. And this one, August, you only got it open for about a week, and that's going to happen, and they're both exactly the same thing. Here are quizzes. These quizzes are about 10-15 questions each, all multiple choice, and you can see the end date is August 7th, and that's the end date for all of them. And you can do these quizzes as often as you wish. You can keep doing it, and the grades page will grab the highest mark. And the other type of quiz, these are self-assessments, and these are just practice quizzes for each unit that I've gotten. You can notice that they're not all there yet, and over the next, maybe during the summer, they'll be all finished. Okay, so I think we covered course home. We talked a little bit about the course. This is where news items are going to go, so you should be checking in every day. And how do you get hold of me? And probably the easiest way is go to class list, go to teacher tab, click on next to my name there and email, and a pop-up usually shows up, and you probably want to move that up to there. I like to have tests, dates, and you want to have a subject line and type in your email. Okay, and then you click send. And I think that's about it. The most important thing where students get mixed up is they need to introduce themselves before they can see the assignments. You should spend an hour going through all these links, having a look at everything to make sure you understand. Please contact me if you have any questions. Actually, before we do that, let me just go double check that we've done that. Introduce, 7 steps. There's one big thing we've missed. This is resource marks, page setup. We've done that. Okay, there's one big thing. So actually, let's go right here. Big thing. So for each one of the questions for the assignment, and I'm going to be looking this on the first midterm, is you need to do a given box. And you can see this is typed, but I don't want your thing typed up. I want you to do a simple drawing. What is the main equation? So step 3, isolate the variable. So in this one we're looking for, what are we looking for here? The force of gravity. Or no, so the mass. We're looking for the mass. So we've got to isolate this m1. So that's what we've done there. Then we put in the numbers with the units n and m. Make sure we put that in. Then here we got the answer, but we got to get it into proper sig figs. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to, the last step is to double check to make sure we've done everything correctly, and we're just going to do a unit check. We're just going to not put in the numbers but the n and the m, the units here, and make sure we end up with kilograms because we're actually looking for mass. So that's what we want to do. So just the same thing here again. So here's a given box. Here's our formula. We've isolated our formula. We put in our numbers. We calculated to 5.6, and this is what we're getting in the calculator, and we got the proper sig figs. Make sure if it's asking for direction, make sure you put in the direction, and here we're doing the unit check here, and you can see very simple picture. Hopefully that answers your questions. Let's just go double back. Monthly self, we've done that. Self-assessment, the discussions, you'll get those for the video discussions after unit 3 and 4. More information there. Resources, we talked about that. Marks, page setup, we talked, I think, about everything.